Hello, in this lesson I will be explaining lesson 13, the second part of the marketing mix, which is the price. Okay, so starting with the role of pricing and the role of pricing decisions in the marketing mix. So how can I all the decisions that are related to the prices in the marketing mix. So when deciding a price for either an existing product or a new product, the business must be very careful to choose a price which will fit in with the rest of the marketing mix for the product. So the first thing I must decide regarding the prices is deciding, let's say, a reasonable, logical price for either like an existing product or even a new product that I want to, let's say, offer to the market. So, for example, if a new product is of high quality, is to be aimed at a customer who have high income, is wrapped in luxurious packaging but has a low price, so definitely the consumers will think that it is, let's say, it is a good quality and will not buy it. So that's why over here when I'm deciding the price, because the price is actually, let's say, related to the quality, so I must make sure that when I'm setting, let's say, a price for my product, it is like the first thing that pops through the head of the consumer. It is the quality part. So some products are sold in a very competitive market and prices have to be set near their competitors' prices. So we have to set prices like while we are considering different things, especially the competitors' prices. And also other products are the only ones available in their market. So consumers may be willing to pay a high price for one of these products, and also it depends on the availability of the products. So over here, pricing strategies. So if the product that is manufactured can easily be distinguished from other products in the market, then it's probably a branded product. So usually like the product that I can know that this is like Rolex, this is iPhone, it's a branded product. So it's going to help me to distinguish between this product and other products. If the product is branded, it will have a distinctive name and packaging and aimed at a particular segment of the market. So when I have a named brand, named product, I will definitely know that this product is for a specific people in the market. So it is important to select an appropriate price to complement the brand image, because like when I'm like targeting a specific people, I must put the right price, let's say, relevant to the brand image that I have for the product. So today, many products have developed a strong brand image. The producer of these products may therefore have a lot of influence over the price to be paid by customers. So the first thing we must know over here is if the product has many competitors in the market, a lot of people that are selling similar products or working in the same industry, the price of the product is going to change, and when with the price that I will be charging is going to be very, let's say, important to make sure that I'm aligned with the prices of the competitors. So I must, as someone who's producing this product, I must monitor my competitors, and I have to make sure that I'm charging the products or the prices are similar to the competitors. So a business can adopt new pricing strategies for several reasons. So why would I adopt new pricing strategies? I'm not sticking to only one, because number one, the first reason, I'm trying to break into a new market. I'm trying to, let's say, attract new customers. I'm trying to increase my market share. I'm trying to get like the highest income or highest total income from the total industry, try to increase the profit, and to make sure that my costs are covered and a target profit is earned. The profit that I'm targeting to get is I can earn it through different pricing strategies. The business objectives being aimed for will affect which of the pricing strategies the business decides to. So the price of the business chooses to charge may not be related to the cost of manufacturing products. So over here we're going to start talking about the main methods of pricing. So the first method is cost plus pricing. So cost plus pricing, it's the cost of manufacturing the product plus a profit markup. So when I'm doing the cost plus pricing, it's like just putting a price to cover the cost. The cost plus, let's say, the markup plus the profit. So cost plus pricing involves, number one, estimating how many units of the product will be produced. So if I chose cost plus pricing, I must consider a lot of things. The first one, the amount of units I will produce. The second thing, the total cost of producing this output of the units I considered in number one. Number three, adding a percentage markup for the profit, deciding the amount of markup I have to add to the cost in order to gain profit. So why would I use cost plus pricing? The benefits, number one, this method is easy. Different profit markups could be used in different markets. So if I'm targeting different people, I can add different profit markups. Each product earns a profit for the business. So if let's say, I'm a business that's offering different products, this method is perfect because I can earn profit for each and every product. So the limitation for the cost plus pricing, business could lose sales if the selling price is higher than the competitor's pricing, because like the first disadvantage or limitation is sometimes as a business I might put a price that's higher than the competitor's pricing. I'm putting a price that is higher than the competitor, so definitely the customers are going to buy from the competitors because if they're focusing on the price. Number two, a total profit will only be made if sufficient units of the products are sold. So in this method, the limitation is the profit is being, let's say, is only going to be made if the units, okay, if a specific number of units are being sold. Alright, so if I didn't sell a specific number of units, there will be no profit. Number three, there is no incentive to reduce costs. Any increase in costs is just passed on to the customer as a higher price. So over here, like this method's just increasing the price. So the more the costs, the more the prices. So the customer is going to have to, let's say, pay a higher price in order to just cover the costs in this method. Okay, the second method is competitive pricing. So when we see the word competitive, we relate to the competitors' prices. So in this method, I'm pricing my products in line or just below the competitor prices, try to capture more of the market, just to try to attract more customers. So if a company wants to sell a brand of soap powder, it needs to sell it similar to the prices of all the other soap powder brands, or the consumer will buy the competitor brand. So it should be in line or just below the prices of other competitors. So the benefits for this method, sales are likely to be high, as the prices are realistic and logical, and it's not overpriced. So the sales are going to increase. Number two, I will avoid price competition because I know that I'm aligned to the prices of competitors, which can reduce profit for all businesses in the industry. So I'm like in good terms with all the competitors. I'm not doing any prices less or more than the competitors. So I'm giving like the freedom to the customer to choose. Number three, often used when it's difficult for consumers to tell the difference between the products of different businesses. So if I'm selling something super similar to competitors, this is the perfect way to do the pricing method. It's used when it is difficult for consumers to tell the difference between the products because all products are the same or they are super similar. Now, the limitations. So the limitation, if the cost of production for a business is higher than those of the competitors, perhaps because the products of higher quality, then a competitive price could lead to losses being made. So in the competitive pricing myth, okay, sometimes like I can't put similar prices just like the competitors, because the production of my business, it costs more than the competitors. So I'm doing a higher quality product, so it's gonna be hard for me to put a price similar to the competitors, even though we're doing the same products. Number two, a high quality product might need to be sold at price above competitor prices to give it a higher quality image. So if I'm doing a high quality product, I must put like a price better than the competitors in order to improve the quality image of the product. In order to decide what this price should be, detailed research would be needed into the prices of competitors are charging, and this research costs time and money and energy as well. So in order to know, like from the beginning, let's say the prices of the competitors, I need to do a research. And this research is going to cost a lot of money and a lot of time. All right, and now we're going to be talking about the penetration pricing method. So when I'm talking about the penetration pricing, it's simply setting a lower price than the competitor's price in order to be able to enter a new market. So I'm entering the market with having low prices. Okay, lower prices than the competitors. So if, for example, a company launches a new chocolate bar at a price several cents below the prices of similar chocolate bars, so this is a way that the business finds it successful to enter the market and to gain customers. So when I'm starting with lower prices than the competitors, it's perfect for newly launched products. All right, to create an impact with the customer in order to start, let's say, attracting the customer. So I'm like just focusing on the customers who like they compare prices, so they choose the lower prices. It should ensure that sales are made, okay, and the new product enter the market successfully. So specifically focusing on the customers who focus more on the low prices products, so sales are made successfully. Market share definitely is going to be higher, and people are going to buy more. So since the sales are more, the market share is going to be definitely more. Limitations: the product is sold at a low price, therefore the profit per unit is going to be low. So low prices, definitely low profit. Customers might get used to low prices and reject the product if the business starts to raise the price after the product early success. So if I like after I did the penetration pricing, I want to increase the prices a little bit more, I might find that the customers, let's say, they are used to the low prices and they are now sensitive to the high price, and they may reject the product itself. Number three, might not be appropriate for a branded product with a reputation specifically for quality. I cannot offer a branded product with high quality and to start with penetration, because I'm starting with a low price, and as I said, and I will repeat it once again, customers, they link the price to quality. Price skimming. Price skimming is starting a new product in the market and offering this product with a high price, which is like the contrary of penetration. With price skimming, the product is usually a new invention or a new development of an old product. Therefore, it can be sold to the market at a high price, and people will pay this high price because of the novelty factor. The product will often have cost a lot in research and development, and these costs need to be recoup. Sometimes the high price can be used to help indicate the high quality of the product. High price, high quality all over again. And usually it's a new invention. So I'm starting something new, a new product, and I'm putting new product and with high price in order to let the customers understand the fact that this is a high quality product compared to the prices. Okay, the benefits. Skimming can help establish the product as being of high quality because of the high price. High research and development cost can be rapidly, let's say, whenever like I do a research and development cost, I can cover them easily because already I set a high price, and high price I'm gonna get a high profit definitely. So I will cover the cost that I did in the research and development part. If the product is unique, a high price will lead profits being made before competitors launch similar products, that then the price will have to be reduced. So starting with a unique product, definitely a high price is going to lead the business to make profits, let's say, before the competitors take ideas from the company. Limitation: the high price may discourage some customers from buying it. Some people, they are sensitive to high prices, so they will not accept having high price for this product. The high price and high profitability may encourage more competitors to enter the market the same way that you entered. So you're going to have more competitors doing the same thing. Promotional pricing. So promotional pricing, the first thing we must know about promotional pricing is it's just for a short period of time. The price that I will put in the promotional pricing, it's not gonna be like all the time. I will put a price on the product at a very low price just for the short period of time, especially like at the end of the summer, okay, or I'm doing, let's say, at the end of the year, if there is a season, if there is an event. Promotional pricing would be used when a business wants to price a product at a low price for a set amount of time to increase short-term sales. So basically why I do the promotional price is just I'm focusing on increasing the sales for a specific time. Okay, so when I do the promotional pricing, I'm just encouraging customers to buy more. Okay, and I just want to sell more, to buy more than one item and to get like the second one for free. I'm trying to end of season stock. Okay, so we're gonna have high sales and high profit, but just for a specific time when the promotional pricing method ends. So benefits for promotional pricing: it's useful to get rid of unwanted inventory that's not selling. So I'll do promotional pricing so I can sell them. It can help to renew interest in a product if sales are falling, for example, during an economic recession. I'm trying to use promotional pricing in order to let customers be interested in the product once again. Okay, limitation: the revenue will be lower because the prices are reduced, so less price, less revenue, or less profit. It may lead to price competition with competitors. Their competitors are going to see that you did a lower price or you used promotional pricing, so they might be doing the same thing, so you have to reduce your prices once again. The impact of psychology on price decisions. The price of the product can have significant psychological impact upon the consumers. So what might happen if I changed the prices or I did a price decision on the let's say psychological impact on the consumer if I did these price decisions. Number one, a very high price for a high quality product may mean that high income customers wish to purchase it as a status symbol. Okay, and the second thing we must understand is if a price of product is just below a whole number, for example 99 cents, it's just below $1, this creates an impression that it is much cheaper, so it affects the psychology of the customer. The third thing that affects the prices can affect the psychology, has a psychological impact on the customer. Supermarkets may charge low prices for products purchased on a regular basis, which will give the customers the impression of being given good value for money. So sometimes I'm just lowering the prices and making customers feel that I bought something of value. Repeat sales are often made when prices reinforces consumers' perception of the product. This may be its brand image when the price is set high. So I'm encouraging the repeated sales because I'm, let's say, reinforcing the consumer's perception that they are buying something with a high or good quality, high brand image, and when the prices are high. All right. So over here we have using different pricing methods for the same product. I can use different methods, pricing methods that we just explained for the same product. Alright, many businesses sell their products using different pricing methods for different segments of the market at different times. This is often called a dynamic pricing. So I have the same product and I'm using different pricing methods for the same product. So how do we do that? When customers are charged pricing according to their ability to pay or the available supply of the product, often consumers can be split into two or more groups, then they are charged different prices for basically the same product or service because they have different abilities or willingness to pay to these prices. So I will, let's say, the same product putting different prices because I have different segments of customers. Some customers, they are willing to pay high price and the others cannot pay the high price, or they can only afford low price. Business do this because the price sensitivity of these groups is different. So why do I do that? Because I know that a lot of customers are sensitive to changes in prices. So I do the dynamic pricing. I change the prices based on the level of demand and based on specific characteristics of the customers. So dynamic pricing can also be used often when products are sold online to reflect rapid changes in the level of demand. So I will change the prices based on the level of demand. So the higher the level of demand, the higher the prices. The less the demand, the lower the prices. So here we have price elasticity of demand. All right. So how responsive the demand for a product is to changes in price is affected by how many close substitutes there are. So the changes in prices is going to change the demand of the product, and then the customers are going to look for alternatives or substitutes. Okay, so if there are many close substitutes for the products, then even if its price rises only a small percentage, consumers will respond by buying another or an alternative product. This means that the demand of the original product will fall by a large percent. So I must pay attention when I increase the prices of a product. If there's a lot of options, definitely a large percentage of the sales is going to drop because people are like simply they're going to go and buy another like similar product with lower prices. So this product, listen, for example, if the price of a chocolate bar rose 5%, some customers would buy alternative chocolate bars and sales might fall by 15%. This product be said to have price elastic demand. So what do I mean by price elastic demand? Simply, consumers of these products are very sensitive to changes in prices. So a price elastic demand is where consumers are very sensitive to changes in prices. So specifically, I must pay attention to the changes because in the product, because once I, let's say, make the prices higher, they're going to look for another alternative. Therefore, the sales are going to drop. And of course, I will lose as a business. All right. So over here, we have the price inelastic demand, which is like the contrary. If I, let's say, we're consumers for the specific product, they are not sensitive to the changes in prices. So if there are not really any close substitutes for a product, there's no alternative for the product that I'm buying, then even if there was an increase in price, the consumers will carry on buying the product at a higher price because there's no alternatives. So when this thing happens, such products are said to have a price inelastic demand. So no matter like the changes in the price, it's not gonna change the percentage of, let's say, demand. Therefore, if the demand for the product of a business is price elastic, then it is not a good idea to raise the prices unless there have been rising costs. If the price elasticity of demand is inelastic, then the business can increase revenue by increasing prices. So I must pay attention about the type of product that I'm offering, if there's an alternative or not. So therefore, to understand if my consumers are going to be elastic or inelastic for the products. All right, that was our lesson for today. I'll see you in lesson 14. Thank you.